Huawei's FreeClip has been top of the tree for the last many years when it came to clip-style buds. So does the FreeClip 2 take the crown from the FreeClip?
Before we answer that question, let's quickly look at what these clip-style buds are. So a lot of people have discomfort with plugging stuff into their ears, like regular AirPods and things like that. So this is a good alternative where there's a speaker placed close to your ear and it's much more comfortable, especially in warmer climates, etc. But the sound quality is always going to be compromised because the distance from your ear is never consistent, and it's just harder to make things sound better. And number 3 is these are a clip. They clip around your anti-helical fold, which means they are a definite look. People are not going to ignore them on your ear. But having said that, let's talk about the design and build of the FreeClip 2.
Yeah, so they come in 4 different colors. We have them obviously in white, but you can also get them in blue, black, and rose gold. Now you can think what you want about the colors. They are an acquired taste, especially this shiny silver. We don't have the other colors, so we can't really comment, but what we can comment on is the texture.
Yeah. Of the case.
Oh, the case and also the buds that connect.
Yeah,
the clip part. I mean, after seeing so many plastic smooth buds, this is like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
The only question is, how long will it stay?
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah. And I think this would look really good with the denim color as well, because it just feels like denim fabric. It doesn't feel like fabric. It is hard plastic, but that's kind of the look it's going for.
Also, the overall case footprint is a lot smaller than the previous version because the clips, when they go into the case, they kind of overlap each other.
Right.
So it saves space.
It's surprising because these are already super compact. And one of the most important things when you're taking things on the go is how small they are. These will fit in just about any pocket you can imagine, unless they're really, really tight pockets. And one of the things a lot of people are complaining about, and you will see this with, especially with reviews who've hardly ever used the buds, is like, oh no, it's so much more difficult to take out because they look like a C shape now, but it's really not that hard. I'll demonstrate. So they're in the case. Done.
Yeah.
Back in the case. You just have to get used to putting them in a different way.
Yeah.
So whereas on the first version, it was, you had 2 grooves for the bean and the ball, as they say. In the case, right?
I know they say that.
The bean and the ball.
Yeah, and that ball be shiny.
The ball be shiny. Yeah, the shiny balls on these are like Christmas has come, pretty much. And yeah.
But just like the previous version, again, left and right is of no consequence.
Yeah, in the sense, it is of consequence for your audio, but it reconfigures it in real time. So if you put the right earbud in the left groove and vice versa, next time you take them out, it's going to reconfigure it perfectly. It's pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
And something other buds have also adopted after that.
Correct. Nice to see that. A small upgrade from the previous version is the IP rating. It was IP54, now it's IP57, so the water rating has gone up, which is really nice to see for those of you using this like for proper workouts and outdoors.
The most FreeClip thing ever is the comfort. How comfortable these clips, how flexible they are, how tiny they are.
I always forget I have them on.
Yeah, seriously, right? Like there's so many times you forget that you have them. And now they've added texture on this bridge to match the texture on the case, which is a nice touch.
I like it.
But it's still just as comfortable as it used to be.
It is, yeah. Then again, a minor upgrade in the battery and charging department. So the battery life has gone up by 1 hour. So from 8 hours on the buds to 9 hours, 36 hours on, with the case to 38. So it's all marginal there.
It's marginal, but they've still shrunk the case. It's like...
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah, right? I don't know how much smaller they can literally be now. It could just be the 2 buds and...
Yeah.
That's going to be how small it is,
Yeah. And again, wireless charging on both, which is not always a given, guys. For this style of buds, wireless charging isn't as commonplace as it is for, let's say, in-ear buds.
Yeah.
So good in that department. Okay, then there's the controls. How do you control these guys?
So one of the limitations in the first generation was they did add volume control with an update, but it was kind of a hack where you had to hold down the ball and then you had to hold down the bean, and that's how you did volume control.
Yeah.
This time they still have the 3 touch areas, so you can touch the ball, the bean, and
the bridge.
And the bridge. So you can touch the ball, the bean, and the bridge. But they've included swipe for volume, and I love it.
I don't. Let's fight.
Agree to disagree. But it works fine for me. I don't know.
For me, it was hit or miss. Yeah. I was trying to feel around for what the optimal place is, but that's not, okay. You know what we can agree on is that button controls would have been better.
That we can agree on.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with the volume as long as you put one finger down and use the other finger to move the volume. So that's good. And you can use it in a single bud mode as well because it's just volume up and down on the same surface.
Yep.
But yeah, buttons would have been
nice.
We like buttons.
Yeah. So before we get to the sound quality, a couple of extra features you're getting on these buds, which is no different from the predecessor, is multi-point. You can see the device list in the app, right?
Yeah. They have adaptive volume now, which
Yeah.
is an experimental feature.
Yeah.
That wasn't there.
And what does it do?
So you're outside in loud environments. The problem is this is competing for your ears' attention. So if it gets very loud, this will also boost the volume a little bit.
Yep.
So you're able to hear your audio.
Exactly. Yeah. It's also aware sensors, so it'll automatically pause the audio if you take them off your ears. And when you put them back on, it resumes the audio. There's also a low latency game mode for you gamers out there. So that's that. But let's get to it.
The sound
performance.
Still the same great Huawei sound. It just feels a bit different somehow. I mean, maybe this graph explains it a bit. The bass feels like it has a little bit more extension and just it felt a bit more polished and refined. But in no way is it like a, wow, it's such a big upgrade. It's not that kind of situation. There are refinements, but I would be just as happy with the OG FreeClip for sound for this form factor. Like we said up top at the video, this is not going to replace your in-ear buds or your headphones, especially on the sub-bass part. What it does do better than those products is space because they're farther away from your ear. So like wider audio sounds even wider than on headphones or in-ear buds.
Yeah. And again, a lot of people are going to be using these for phone calls.
And it was always the champ, the original FreeClip. Did they pull a Sony?
Yeah, did they? If you know, you know. Have a listen and come back. This is a quiet mic test on the Huawei FreeClip. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. This is a quiet mic test on the Huawei FreeClip 2. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. This is a noisy mic test for the Huawei FreeClip. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. This is a noisy mic test on the Huawei FreeClip 2. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. This is a windy mic test for the Huawei FreeClip. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test 1 2 3. This is a windy mic test on the Huawei FreeClip 2. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. Pop pop popsicle, ice ice icicle, test test testing, 1 2 3. All right, we're back. So the FreeClip, like Rohan said, was already really, really good. It was always on the top of our list for recommended for calls. And we're happy to say the FreeClip 2 has improved on the predecessor. Yeah, they did not pull a Sony. Thank God. You can hear it in the samples too. There's less interference from the wind as well as less background noise that is audible. And that translates to the voice being more consistent in the clarity. So you could say the king has been dethroned by its natural heir.
Impressive.
Yeah. And then for the Fuckman controls, you're getting answer hang up and volume. So that's not changed. What also has not changed is head motion controls for answering and hanging up. Exactly. Unfortunately, what they still haven't added is...
no, head motion controls for answering and rejecting.
Yeah, that. Head motion controls for answering and rejecting, yes, calls. What they unfortunately still haven't added to these buds is the ability to mute straight from the buds. But that's what it is.
Before we talk about whether these are an upgrade or, whether you should buy them, we'd like to thank you guys for your support. Huawei did send out this product to us, but this is not sponsored in any way. All of you guys who view, watch, subscribe, but especially these lovely people on the tested tier. And
huge thanks to the folks on the highest tier, that is the Fuckman tier. Thank you, Rachel, Radspanda, Paula, and Croxland.
199 euros.
Yeah. 199 euros. I feel like the price hasn't changed since the predecessor. I think it was the same.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, around the same.
These are premium clip style buds.
Definitely premium.
And the market has changed a lot since Gen 1.
Oh, yeah. So many entrants.
Yeah. And maybe we'll do a full comparison again. And you guys are kind of tired of us doing those clip style comparisons, but there's just so many products that keep coming. Right now, let's just look at FreeClip 2 versus 1. All right. There are some significant upgrades, I say, and some marginal ones.
For sure, yeah. What are some of the significant ones?
Now let's start with the marginal ones.
Let's do that.
The sound is marginally better.
Yeah.
The battery life is marginally better. IP rating is marginally better. I would say marginal to significant because much more liquid resistance there. Swipe controls didn't exist for you. It's like non-existent. For me, it's marginally better.
Yeah.
But two things I think have significantly improved. But the problem is they're all starting from a great place, like calls. We say it's much better, but these were like top of the tree even then. It's like there's a new number one, but the old number one is still number two.
Yeah.
So that's kind of hard. And the size. And in daily life, the size does make a difference. Even though it's smaller, you can ask people, like every little inch matters.
Wait, what?
So this one is still very pocketable, still the most pocketable.
Yeah.
Except this one, right? Yeah. So even though those are significant, I'm not sure.
I think it's really going to depend on whether these are still going to be available, yes or no, or whether you can get them for a really good price. I would go as far as saying, don't bother, get the second place. You're so close to the top.
Yeah.
For me.
I mean, it's true. It's really true. Yeah. So, I mean, it's like saying this is great and this is very, very great. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, this is great and this is
correct.
Better than great.
Yeah. But if this is like a 170, 160 or whatever, and this is too, of course, go for the newer one, right? I mean, you're definitely getting those marginal improvements, which is going to all add up to a bit.
Yeah.
But if there's a big difference.
Good thing to see is they have not gone back in anything. Like sometimes when the new generation comes out, this is better, but this is worse,
Yeah.
They have not done that. Everything is like gone up.
That's very true.
Maybe the swipe, you could argue, it's a bit of
it's okay.
relative thing. Yeah. But other than that, great job again, Huawei. I mean, these guys are really pumping out high quality products. I'm very impressed.
Yeah. So that was it, guys. Thanks. If you guys want to see our latest clip style roundup of best clip styles that there are out there, then click here.
And if you want to check out our other channel where we talk unfettered, uncensored, click here.
Still about tech, guys. Don't worry.
Do it.